Go ahead.
Ben Brown at Evolution Martial Arts in Sparks, Nevada with Jake. We're finishing up closed guard and we're talking about guillotine defense. I like to show guillotine from standing because there's a lot of similarities. So, let's kind of turn this way, Jake. How does guillotine happen? I let my posture get broken. So essentially my head out in front of my hips, I let my head get turned down. So ultimate prevention, don't let your posture get compromised. I try to keep my hips under my head. So go ahead and snap my head down, Jake. And I get rigid like this, right? So I don't get my posture broken. Now Jake would have things he would do about that. But in general, like we're hand fighting, just try to get my head. So I keep him off my head. But if he does get my head, I kind of go rigid and I keep my hips under my head. But let's say Jake's successful, he snaps my head down and turns it into a front headlock. So to finish this, what he's got to do is he's trying to put my chin on my chest. To do that, he's got to get his hips into me. So he's going to pull his hands up high or I'm in trouble. And it's harder to defend against someone taller than you. So my first thing I'm going to do when I get my head snatched into this front headlock is frame the hips. Elbows in tight so that he can't get his hips into me. This buys me time. It's going to be super uncomfortable. My first thought here is again to get my hips under my head and look up. Posture. Can you finish this, Jake? No. It's hard. He might, and you're taller than me, so you have more leverage. When I get here, I want to start turning the corner. Jake wants to let go here. If I wanted to be mean, I'd trap this here, and it's kind of a Kimura type thing, but you're my friend. I don't want to hurt your shoulder. I turn the corner, and then in our flow drill, what Jake's going to do is fight my hands and frame my head, some combination of those, turn and face, get his hips squared back up. So let's do that again. Again, now let's turn this way. So first thing is, I protect my posture, right? Head up, go ahead. I don't let my head get pulled down, but then sometimes you make mistakes. And then here's another thing. A lot of times when we try to shoot in on like a double leg, that's why they say head high, because if your head's down, he's gonna put you in a front headlock. I frame the hips, okay? I try to posture up, get my hips under my head, and then I wanna turn the corner, and in the drilling, I'm gonna be nice to my friend. He's gonna fight the hands, frame the head, turn the face, okay? So there's that. That's one way out of a guillotine standing. The other way, it's a lot more uncomfortable, but sometimes you can't get your posture for whatever reason. If you really grab me in a real front headlock, I think I'd have a hard time getting posture because you're so much taller than I am. So it's like, even if I'm starting to solve it, you still have room to go. So here's the second way. He snatches it. Again, I frame. Because to finish, he can make me super uncomfortable, but he can't put my chin on my chest if his hips are out here. So he's gonna be fighting to fix that. I'm gonna circle my head to the inside. You probably saw, even though we're going kind of light, it's really uncomfortable. It's not fun. Let's do it again. So we'll go even a little bit lighter, okay? Boom, here. So I'm kind of getting my hips out and I'm circling in. And then I'm keeping my forehead in his chest, because if I don't, he might be able to just snatch it again, and I'm back in it. So I get here, and I kind of want to come in here until I get safe. Two ways out of a standing guillotine. Let's come over here. Come this way. Right here for me, Jake. This would present more of a problem for me, because if you snatch my head, say it's like on the street, and this, you see this in MMA, the cage right there, he's gonna shove me into the cage so that I don't have anywhere to go, and it's gonna be harder to get this out of here, so it's imperative that I get this early. But anything behind you is gonna limit your ability to fix the problem. So even if that happened, start shoving me in, push me back, like even if I can just turn a little, it's gonna make everything easier and better. For self-defense purposes, you want to keep from getting shoved back into a wall, a car, anything that can limit your mobility. You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Cool.